So starting at the very back, these are supposed to be some blackberries that kind of re-inherited from the bush behind us. They just kind of came through on their own. It's a small little patch that we don't really do much with, to be honest. It's got lots of columbine growing in it though. I just dump seeds in it, and any seeds that I've got I just throw in it. So then we've got the potatoes are just starting to come up. Those are some little salad potatoes that I've put in there. We've got a whole section of potatoes. We've got some, oh yes, our little space to sit. Got some Shasta daisies and some more columbines, Sweet William, big tub strawberries there. We've got a fire pit, and we use that when we're allowed to have fires, but we can't have them in the summer anymore. So that plot right there, that is full of glads that I planted not so long ago, to be honest, so I don't even know if they're going to come up now. Let's see, I got to do this methodically. Right, okay, so going down here, got some cabbages and some broccoli. I'm growing a couple of gourds just to see what happens with them. Backing up over here, I've got some strawberries, but they're not doing very good. They're supposed to be these giant strawberries, and I got them from somebody else who kind of dug them up, and I put them in, and they didn't root very well. These ones that are in here are the ones that we transferred from the old plot, strawberry plot. They're doing a lot better, but the name of the game is to pull the runners off them this year and makes all new plants, and they're all self-contained in there, and it's pretty much weed-free, or it's easy to keep weed-free anyway. And then in here, these are all romaine lettuces growing, different states, so hopefully we'll be able to have some of that soon. Leeks, and then sweet corn, and we've got some squash growing in there as well. Those are shallots, and that's shallot. Then red onions and giant white onions. And then we're coming to the first polyframe here. It's warm in here. So we've got cucumbers and peppers growing in here. And I've got some chard at the back as well that's just starting to come up. That little guy didn't make it for some reason. And then these are all grapes. These are red grapes. Got loads this year, so I'm gonna try to make some grape jelly with them. So those are the red ones, and then we've got some white ones over there. And a few little seedlings of some basil, some more lettuce, some summer savory, cabbage. We love cabbage. Ouch, some more there. That's garlic growing in there. This is the cherry tree, and it's absolutely covered in cherries. We have to net it up, otherwise the birds get it. This is boysenberry, so it's a thornless, large blackberry, more or less. And then these are all the raspberries that we've got. I know it looks a bit of a jungle. We do still need to keep thinning these out. I'm not very good at it because we want to keep them all. Some more garlic there, and then I've got 2 rows of carrots. You have to net them up because otherwise they'll get carrot fly. Got a little apple tree there that we put in a couple of years ago, and we've got at least 1, 2, we've got a few apples. Didn't do anything last year. Pear tree that we inherited when we moved on to the plot. It's got quite a few pears on it, but they all seem to drop off before they're really good to eat. And then we've got some more squash growing there. We ended up putting seeds in the end, so there's just tiny little baby plants there, because when we grew them from seed in the conservatory and put them in, I think we shocked them a bit. And then these are all our beans that we've got, our bush beans. So these are all wax beans, and we've got some Romanian beans there as well, with different varieties. They're really nice. And then the peas are only just starting to come up through there. So this whole thing here that I took you down, that's the first plot that Catherine and I took on. And then this one here with the raspberries and whatnot in it, this is the second plot we took on. So going in here into the polytunnel, it's like really hot in here. We've got some melons growing there. It's not watermelon. I can't remember. Honeydew melon, I think it is. Cucumber, some more lettuce, tomatoes. So we plant marigolds in with the tomatoes because it's companion planting. It's natural insecticide sent from the marigolds, prevents whitefly. So there you go, a little tip. Some more melon there, but it's not doing very good. And then we've got more peppers. So Chris he loves his hot sauce. So last year when I grew peppers, he made some hot sauce with it. So now he's hooked. So he's growing like an absolute ton of hot peppers, different varieties to make some hot sauce. So Catherine and I have the sweet peppers and he can have the hot ones. So right, okay. And then as much as Chris scoffed at us for taking on an allotment, he then decided he wanted to have one, as you're aware. So I'll take you now onto his allotment. But, I mean, we say it's his, but it's ours because we share it. We share everything that comes out of them. So in here, he grows chrysanthemums. I think you've seen pictures of them before. They're these giant ones. He only grows one chrysanthemum, one flower per plant. So he'll decide when they start to bud up which bud's best and then take off the other one. And then over here, these are more tomatoes. These are all Roma tomatoes, which are ideal for making pasta sauce, spaghetti sauce. That figures. When he put his glove on the stick. So, yeah, so we make lots of pasta sauce and jar that up, and then that keeps us going for quite a while. So coming down here, and these are climbing beans, runner beans, and then this is a mess. There's lots of weeds, but these are all potatoes. So I think there is, oh, actually let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think there's about 15 or 16 rows of potatoes, and then I've got two more rows over there of the little salad potatoes. And then we've got spring onions growing in here, and then these are carrots. So this is Chris's little experiment. He's growing 1 carrot per tube to get the perfect carrot. So he's got another one there as well. And then we've got currants. I think they're red currant. I can't remember. So there's one bush there and there's another bush there. His apple trees do really, really well. There's pumpkin there, but it's not doing very good. These are more currants, so I'm going to make red currant jelly. Rhubarb. We've got a big patch of rhubarb up at the end. And then these are all gooseberries, and it's absolutely loaded. So they're nearly ready to pick, and then I should make some gooseberry jam. And that is the allotment.